So, hey everybody, if you can't tell right off the jump, for those of you who are actually watching the video format and not just listening, we're in a new studio. I was able to actually deliver on my promise and get us in a new area, a new environment, and move it out of my bedroom, which was a disaster for lighting or for acoustics, different stuff like that. Just not an ideal setup. Also didn't have enough room to actually be able to get a good guest in or anything like that. And not saying that the area that I'm in is perfect by any means, but it is more spacious. I have a lot more room. Obviously, I have a new table, if you can't tell, but it's more spacious. I'm able to get, a guest in, actually sit down and have a conversation with somebody. Acoustics, not perfect by any means, but could definitely be worse. And same with lighting. I just feel like overall it's a lot better of a setup. And I don't know why I just had a stroke. It's been a long day. What I was trying to say is this episode is going to be kind of just a little bit more laid back, a little bit more of a conversation, a little less preachy than some of my other stuff. Well, I say that and then I'm going to get off on a tangent, but I just decided to throw my stuff up, record in the new setup because I just got this done. This isn't me coming back, a couple days later and, getting the footage in, whatever. I just got this done about 10 minutes ago. And I was just excited to try it out, really. And just sit down and have a conversation. And I don't know. I'm really thrilled with it. I'm really thrilled with the progress that we're making on everything. And I know things could be better. I know things... There are things for me to constantly improve on. With the podcast, with the bike footage, all that stuff. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're building it, and I don't know, it makes me really happy. And I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far on every bit of it. Especially the bike videos. Those kind of pop off a little bit for some reason. Which that could just be a reflection of me needing to improve the podcast even more, which I agree. It has its flaws and needs to be touched up, but yeah, I'm just excited with the way that things are going. Things are moving at a pretty decent pace, and by no means is everything that I'm doing as professional as it could be, but it's a little bit more than just throwing up in a shop, and doing it with bare bones, whatever. It's a little bit more formal. I just feel like it's good. It's ironed out more than what it could be. If you haven't noticed either, I don't know how the audio's sounding. Hopefully it's sounding good. The camera's gonna be different because I'm not using a webcam anymore. Right now I'm actually just using my phone to use for the video because I don't have a good camcorder or just camera in general, whatever. I don't have a good one yet. Working on that. That's probably gonna be the next thing that I get going for the podcast, at least. Obviously I'll have stuff cooking up for the bike vids, but for the podcast, I think that's the next biggest thing is I really want to do that, get some soundproof panels up behind me. I want to get some stuff to go behind me. I want to get some shelves, put some of my books and stuff that I read a lot, or not read a lot, but I have read some of those up. I'm big into anime, I was big into anime. I still enjoy it. Don't watch it a whole lot now. I don't watch TV in general now. Call me a nerd, call me weird, whatever you want to, but I do enjoy that. And I have some kind of collector's edition type stuff to throw up. I have some, those pop little figures to put up, some gaming stuff, more outdoorsy stuff like deer heads, different things like that to throw up, just stuff to spice up the background so you're not just staring at a poorly wallpapered wall and a blue sheet, basically. Give you something more appealing to look at. But yeah, that's just kind of the moves I'm making with that. The studio that I'm set up in, it's really dope. I have something I want to do with it. It's a gym. It is out of my bedroom, like I said, and we're into our own personal gym. So we've had it for a while, but just haven't fully utilized the space for everything, and I'm just now able to actually get it up and, you know, get stuff moved around for the episode, like for the show, and get a good place set up to edit all my stuff. Like I said, a good proper studio. But it has good gym equipment for us to come down here and work out in. It has mats to roll for jiu-jitsu and do different martial arts, whatever you want to do. We have a punching bag, you know, pick your poison. And what I'm wanting to do with the podcast and with it being set up in a gym is anybody that I bring on, any guests that I bring on, it's going to be kind of like a requirement. So Cameron Haynes has this really cool thing that he does with the people that he brings on his podcast. I'm going to mess this up a little bit, I'm sure, so don't quote me word for word. And Cameron Haynes, if you ever see this somehow, I apologize if I screw this up, but he has this thing that he does. It's like, it's shoot, lift, and like run or something like that, and it's not in that order, but basically him and his guests, they go on a hike, they go on a workout, and they shoot a bow and arrow. So Cameron Haynes is a pretty big outdoorsman, really skilled hunter, and so that's their thing that they do. And kind of taking some inspiration off of that, I really want to, anybody that I bring in, I want to either hit a good workout with them, get some martial arts in, whether it be jiu-jitsu or if they're into another martial art, get that going, or both if you are just insane and love to punish yourself, as some weird people out there do. I digress. That's what I want to do. I want to do it for a couple different reasons. I want to, for anybody who doesn't already do a martial art or do any kind of exercise, I want to introduce them to it. I want to show them how fun it can actually be and how much of a bond you can actually build with the people that you do it with, especially jiu-jitsu, and introduce them to it, hopefully build a good habit. And I want to do it for myself. This is a way, obviously, I try to stay as active as I can anyways. I do jiu-jitsu, and I try to come down to the gym at least, 3 or 4 days a week and get a workout in. I try to run. But this will really ensure that I'm down here, bare minimum, 1 day a week, getting an exercise in of some sort, and just kind of trying to stay on top of my game. Because I'm like a really, really firm believer, which outside of being a firm believer, there are many statistics to back it up, but a firm believer in exercise and physical health and well-being. And that's something that not a lot of people have nowadays, it seems like. It seems like everybody's like stuck behind a screen, which I know that I'm one to be saying that because I'm literally staring into a camera and I'm going to be behind a screen trying to edit this video. But people are like doing it in excess now. You're sitting behind a screen, you're sitting on like some form of social media, you are sitting on TikTok, sitting on YouTube, sitting behind a video game, TV, whatever, pick your poison, and not getting out and doing any kind of like exercise, not getting out and really moving, not getting sunlight outside of, having to go outside for your job. And for kids who don't have a job and are not going outside, period, other than, to go to school or something, it's really detrimental. It can be detrimental to your mental health, detrimental, obviously, to your physical health, cause all forms of, like, disease, including obesity, and it's just not good. Everybody's gotten into a habit of not getting out, not moving, and that's something that I really want to promote, is just changing that, because, obviously, like I said, I don't have any statistics pulled up because I just sat down and threw my stuff on and wanted to have a conversation. But go look up the statistics for yourself, and I'm sure in a future episode I will hit back on it and have the statistics for you. But exercise, even for, let's say, 20-30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, obviously that's kind of an arbitrary number. Look up the recommended, and obviously it would be great if you could do in excess of the recommended, but I digress. Even just doing that amount, getting out and walking, doing some mobility stuff, it reduces your risk of like all-cause mortality by a pretty decent margin. Reduces heart disease, reduces lung disease, reduces risk of cancer. That is something that was kind of a little, I mean, it makes sense, but it was a little bit of a shock to me, was cancer, because that's not one that you really think about whenever you think about, exercise and stuff. A lot of people, whenever they hear exercise, they're going to, at least nowadays it seems, they're going to the mindset of like, oh, you're just out exercising and working out just to be vain and, get massive muscles, get a six-pack, get a good ass, and go throw on a bikini and go outside and, go to a beach, have everybody stare at you, rip your shirt off with your six-pack, have everybody stare at you with your bulging biceps or whatever, for more vain reasons. And yeah, working out and exercising, it can achieve that, but I want to focus on it more just for the health benefits of it. Because, as I said, it reduces your risk of all of these diseases by a pretty decent margin. It helps out with your bone health. It helps out with your neural decline as you age. It kind of delays that and prolongs the life of your brain, your memory, your mental health and age. It helps with mental health on the other definition of it, in the sense of like your mood and anxiety and depression, stuff like that. And obviously I'm not saying that it's like gonna completely fix your mind and fix like the neurons firing in your head or whatever and your chemical imbalance. Anybody that needs medicine for these type of things, obviously do what is best for you, but that's not the, I'm not getting into that. That's a whole nother subject in and of itself. But I just went blank for a second. Oh, yeah. Anyways, your mental health, it can really, I know from my own personal experience that mentally I feel so much better whenever I am working out consistently, at least a handful of times a week for about an hour or so. And you can tweak your numbers. It's kind of, it's not arbitrary, but different numbers for different people. Anyways, I find that whenever I frequently work out, I have a lot less anxiety about things. I have a lot more confidence. My, depression level, stuff like that is lower. I get less bent out of shape over things. I'm just overall in a happier mood. My energy levels are better. I sleep better. And there's no harm to exercising. I mean, yeah, if you overdo it, if you don't do, proper technique, yes, you can injure yourself physically. But outside of that, if you're doing things right, just get out and touch some grass, go out on a walk. I don't know if you heard that, but that was just a car that went by. Going back to the acoustics, not great. Anyways, do some mobility stuff, especially work on your joint health and being able to move, being mobile, being flexible. Just get out and get active, because really, why would you not? Why would you not want to reduce your risk for premature death, or even if not premature death, reduce your risk for all these different types of diseases and these different detriments to your health? Why would you not want to? Why would you not want to decrease that? And it's not something that I know one of the excuses, because it's an excuse for me, is a time crunch type thing. You don't have to, like I said, go to a gym for 2 hours a day and another car. Okay, people quit driving by. There are important things going on here. Anyways, you don't have to go to the gym for 2 hours a day. Just in the mornings before you go to work or before you go to school, get up and go for a walk. Or in the afternoons whenever you get off work, get out of school, go for a walk. if you don't have a gym, like membership, or you don't have your own personal gym, and you can't afford it, you can't, whatever, do calisthenic stuff. Get out, do push-ups, do sit-ups, do pull-ups. Just different movements, along with, as I said, like you're walking, you're running for your cardiovascular health and your lung health. It's all really important things to build, and there's so many different pieces of the puzzle. But just get out and do it. The 20 minutes that you come in, 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour, that you come in and get off work to, you come in, you try to wind down, do whatever. You want to get on your phone, you want to get on a video game, you want to do this. Especially getting on your phone. You can use that time to get out and, at least just for 30 minutes, go be active. Even if you're tired, even if you just want to wind down for the day, if you don't feel like it, a lot of it comes down to discipline too. You have to make yourself get up and go. Because right now, it may be fun, or it may feel great that you're coming in and you're enjoying, just sitting down, winding down after your work. But all that's going to catch up to you at some point or another. And you're not going to be able to do the things that you used to. You're just going to waste away. You're going to sit there, get older, not be able to do things whenever you get older. Whenever you get an injury, you're not going to be able to recover as quickly because you didn't exercise back whenever you were younger, whatever. And it's just not going to be a fun time. And exercise also does not have to be something that is like a chore or that you hate. You can make it fun. You can make it really fun, especially if you get out and do it with like one of your buddies. You get out and you do it with your significant other, your kids, your parents, grandparents, whatever. It doesn't have to be a chore. You can spice things up. You can make it fun. You can make it something that you look forward to. And the more that you do it, the more that you build your habit, you will look forward to it. It's something that it's just really important, and it's really an important thing to me that I really feel like needs to be promoted, that for whatever reason we've gotten away from now. Wasn't really trying to go on, a big long rant or like preach or anything, but it just kind of hit my head, while I was in here, while I was in the gym, while I was setting everything up. It's something that everybody wants to talk about, like mental health, and wants to talk about this, that, and the other. And that's great, because everybody needs to improve themselves daily and fix things that need to be fixed. But exercise really gets tossed to the wayside now, it seems like. And either gets tossed to the wayside, or even go as far as people will misconstrue it and demonize it and try to make it seem like the only reason to exercise is just to be vain, and try to all the body positivity and the loving yourself and all that. Yes, I 100% agree with body positivity, with loving yourself, with the whole 9 yards, but not at the cost of your own physical health and well-being. Physical health is obviously just as important as mental health, and they also go hand in hand, because like I said, I can feel a significant impact on my own energy levels and my own mental well-being whenever I do exercise. It's just all around. Another car. That may have been an 18-wheeler. There's a couple of them. I don't even know if you can hear it, but I can hear it, and it bothers me. Anyways, where was I at? Yeah. You will feel so much better in every way, shape, and form if you just get out and you move. Get out and move. Be better every single day. Just get out there and get after it. Like I said, I don't have all the statistics on it. I would have to get those and, research the actual numbers more. and throw that up in a future episode. But that was just kind of a thing that was like close to me that I really wanted to get off my chest, and I want to promote. I want everybody to be the best versions of themselves every single day, and I want everybody to like strive for perfection. And that's something that'll never be reached. I mean, I've touched on that before. It'll never be reached. But the more you strive for that, as long as you keep it in check, the better that you will be every single day. The better version of yourself that you will be. The better mentally, the better physically, all the way around that you will be. And I just want everybody to take care of themselves. I want them to live long, healthy, happy lives. And that starts with you. You have to make sure that you prioritize your physical health, your mental health, and be the best version of yourself that you can be, especially before you decide to try to help out anybody else. And it all goes hand in hand. You have to do that for yourself. You have to do that for other people so you can help them in their times of need. And you have to be the change. Like, this is so cliche and it's going to be so corny, but you have to be the change that you want to see. So even if you're not, like, even if you completely agree with everything that I say, you have the same mindset, you are an advocate for like physical health and for working out and exercising and all this, but you don't actually go out and practice what you're preaching, you're being a hypocrite. And what good are you really doing? Because it starts with yourself. Like, you can't go out and promote health and well-being if you're 350 pounds and you can't walk up a flight of stairs without gassing. It's just, it's very hypocritical. So it starts with yourself, and it's not necessarily an overnight process either. It takes time, but that's okay. As long as you're getting out, you're moving, and you are making an effort to be the best version of yourself physically and mentally, you're doing better than, like, I'm not going to throw out a number, but I would say the majority of people nowadays. And that's something to be proud of. But yeah, that's really all I've got. Just wanted to sit down, like I said, once again, get that off my chest, get that out there. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything that we've got going on. I'm looking forward to having guests in. Next Friday, next Friday. See, it messed me up. I hate being right by a road. And I also have the mind of like a dog. I see squirrels and just, shoot off into wherever. All that being said, really looking forward to next episode next Friday, because I should have my first guest on. And yeah, I'm just excited for everything that's going on. I'm excited for the rate that things are moving. I'm excited, and I really appreciate everything that you guys throw my way, the support, the love. And yeah, I can't say, thank you enough for the support that I've already gotten on all this. So if you do enjoy the content, greatly appreciated if you would drop a thumbs up, if you would subscribe, drop a comment, leave me feedback. Anything is appreciated, and all of that obviously helps me broaden the reach to more people and get the word out there, and hopefully be an impact in as many people's lives as I can be, and just do a lot of good. That's the main thing I want to do with everything that I'm doing. I just want to do good. But yeah, I think that's really about all I've got. Just gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna keep on, as I said we should all do, try to be better every single day. Try to improve the podcast, try to improve the footage of the rides that I'm doing, try to get more content period out there. But yeah, this is a little bit of a longer one. Sorry if you lost the interest halfway through the video. I'll try to keep them a little bit shorter. Some will be a little bit longer. We're going to go with the flow. Whatever. All that being said, love you guys. Thank you for everything that you've done. We're going to keep on trucking, and I will see y'all later.